Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I feel bad. Lori on the Way of Positive Change will come on a few times a week at 11 o'clock Central Time, and she's actually East Coast. She's in Florida. It doesn't matter. But in Central Time, she comes on an hour before I do, basically. And I always feel bad when I start at noon and I'm stepping on the end of what she's doing if she runs over or runs longer, which, she's not limited to an hour. She does what she does. So I always feel bad in general, but oh my gosh, I could not step on her today. There's no way. So I am starting quite a bit later today, just because I'm so glad Lori's back. She made it through breaking her foot, having her appendix removed, all of this stuff, and she's finally back. Lori, I adore you. You are such a sweetheart. You are wonderful. And I'm so glad you're okay. So, okay. But now I'm here. Okay. And I'm here to take 12 of your questions at 12 noon. Well, 12 noon. Central Time, Chicago time, every day. But I am here. Every day. Every day, weekends, weekdays, holidays, you name it, I am here. So, I've got space. I have my cards. I have space here for your questions right there. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for anything in all caps. That's how you talk to me. And you give me your questions. Anything that's in all caps, I'll know that's how you're communicating with me. Other than that, please just type normally when you're talking to other people, because people have whole conversations and whatnot. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. I have two cats. I've got Bailey, Boo Boo, and Kitty, the white cat, you see. And then I have Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, who is alternately Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, Alfred, Alfie, Pumpkin, whatnot. We don't see him very much because this room to him is boring. He's a guard cat. He wants to be in the middle of things. He has no fear of vacuums. He has no fear of anything. He wants to see, what is this? He will run toward even a new vacuum. It's a horrible noise he's never heard before. He will come toward it. What is this? He's looking. He's checking it out. So this boring room, forget it. There's a front window in this house that looks right out onto people walking by and dogs and cats or critters and traffic, and that's where he is. This is boring. But I occasionally have someone say, Team Pumpkin, because they think Boo Boo gets too much attention. So I saw this and I just had to make a cover out of it. My brave Sir Pumpkin. My brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, who lays in the sunbeam in the front window, watching everything. So never question that I have a favorite. I don't. And a year ago in April, a year back from April, that's the emergency I had for 5 days when I was letting him out, but I had a collar on him with GPS, big GPS thing on it. But he actually got trapped in a car that was stored. And I guess the metal inside of it cut off the signal. And I have a serious bone to pick with the company Findster, Findster, because they would not help me at all. At all. Didn't respond to my emails, nothing. But neither of them go out anymore at all, ever. But I have been here every single day since the day after Christmas 2019. And the only time I have not been here is the 5 days when he was missing. 5 days. He survived it, though. I was beside myself. Oh my gosh. And thank you to Kirsten Langston. I got an email reading with her, and she said, he's under something, he's near, he's closer than you think, and yeah, we found him. So anyway, he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. Anyway. All right. So Lori's okay. Pumpkin's okay. Everything's going to be okay. All right. So I have 2 questions that I made notes of this morning. I thought you would be interested. How did I find Pumpkin? My sister found him. I went to every single house. I knocked on every house in the entire neighborhood. I had so many signs up, the neighbors complained. I apparently upset local children. I couldn't help it. I had to. I was looking everywhere. Anyway. So, I did make notes of 2 questions. Okay. Gotta calm down now, because now my brain's in that absolute panic mode I was in a year ago. Let's turn the fan on under the desk here. We get a little air. Okay. Put that there. Put this here. We're gonna be okay. All right. How did you upset local children? I was so worried they started getting worried. They started dropping homemade cards into the mailbox out front. We hope you find him. Drawing pictures of him. Their parents who hate me. If I care about you and you go missing, I'm going to burn every bridge there is to burn to try to find you. Trust me. Anyway. But I wasn't rude. I wasn't awful. But apparently I was so, I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't give up. It's just, I couldn't help. Anyway. All right, the questions I have for today. Will Congress make a referral to the DOJ against Trump for obstruction of justice after Don McGann's sworn testimony that most likely confirmed that from the Mueller report? It took me a while to formulate all of that. McGann spoke to Congress the other day. Nadler was saying that McGann was mostly helpful. I guess he wasn't 100%, but he was mostly helpful. So the question is now, will Congress make a referral to the DOJ against Trump for obstruction of justice? Okay. So will Congress referral to the DOJ, Trump obstruction of justice? Okay, so that's one. The second one is about the voting rights. Manchin has said that he doesn't want to pass a bill that has absolutely no Republican support whatsoever. Yeah. So, but HR 1, which he's against, apparently there's a lot of extra stuff in it. So it's possible that the John Lewis voting rights bill might be able to get at least some Republican support, or there might be a better voting. So that's what I want to know. Will a better voting rights bill pass? One that addresses issues including, because HR 1 that he didn't want to sign, it doesn't do anything about stopping state legislatures from overturning federal elections, national elections. So will a better voting rights, will a betting? All right, that combined into will a betting. How about will a better voting rights bill pass? Okay, so those, I've got 2 questions of the 12, but I thought those are things you'd be interested in. So I'm certainly interested. So as I watch the news, I've started making notes. Okay, leave that there. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for everything. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay. Oh my gosh, YouTube's cut stuff off already. Okay, I'm sorry if I've missed your question. The first thing I see is from is it Leisha? Did UAP events at Roswell really happen? UAP. Roswell, I'm guessing you're talking about New Mexico? Did UAP events at Roswell really happen? If so, was it intentional to help us realize they're here or entirely an accident as it was reported? Where are the beings in aircraft now? Pamela said you deserve a vacation. Thank you. Well, maybe once my channel gets big enough, maybe I'll take a vacation. But okay. Roswell. Did aliens crash? Why? If so, where are they now? We'll look at that. Number 3. Thank you. The only thing I ask when I read on aliens is that you kind of understand that I'm not entirely a believer. I think there is some weirdness that happens, but I'm more actually open to other theories. Like I would, with the amount of space in the universe, I'm actually I think it's even more possible, believe it or not, that it might be time travelers, people from another dimension, creatures from another dimension. I don't know. If anything like that is happening, I'm willing that anything is possible in the universe, but I'm not convinced of exactly what that is. So as long as we can all just agree to disagree on details or certain things, and everybody has their own. Okay, so please don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. Okay. All right. All right. So Annie's asking, does Trump have neuro-syphilis? Okay. Does Trump have? I feel so lucky that I do not know how to spell that word. But I don't need to know how to spell that word. Thank you. There, but for the grace of the divine go I. Thank you. All right, Annie, I've got that down for number 4. All right. Looking for anything else in all caps. Hello, Holly. Rasslin reads, my tortoiseshell cat. Katerina Starlight sent her regards. All right. Jennifer, is Melania still with Trump or getting separated? Oh, Eva Braun. Still, and if I roll my eyes or I sound annoyed, or it is never with you, it is never with your question. It is with these people and the things they do. You guys are great. They are awful. So if I sound like, it's not at you. I promise. Okay, Melania is still with Trump or separated, getting separated. Okay. Okie dokie. That will be number 5. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. What is next? Kate, just Kate. We can celebrate good news for Lori and Pumpkin and you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Geez, even just talking about that, suddenly it's just like, I was so upset. I was so upset. But he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's had a lovely morning. I gave him treats. I ran the tap water for him. I petted him. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Pamela's saying we're all good. That's good, good, good. And Holly, Duchesne. Can you look at whether the Trump thumpers are seeing the decline of Trump's mental health? Okay. Scott, local children are more empathetic than adults. Yeah. Anyway. Trump thumpers. I like that. Trump thumpers seeing decline in Trump's mental health. Okay, got that down. All right, that it was number 6. I've got space for 6 more questions. Thank you. Thank you, Holly. I will ask. And yes, I agree, Scott. Thank you, Pamela. All right. And Rosetta, are Jewish organizations quietly working to get Marjorie Taylor Greene out of office? Brian has put in some kind of code. Comma, 0, comma, capital letters, Bravo, Victor, Tango, period, period. Phoebes says hi. So maybe Phoebes, that was the code from Phoebes. Yes, Boo Boo will often send messages to, my best friend or whatever. I've got Messenger open all day and across the keyboard, and it's like, oh, Boo Boo says hi. All right, Jewish organizations. Quietly working. I'll have to find her name. There is a fantastic Jewish woman on TikTok who has been explaining things about Jewish beliefs and actual translations of things in the Bible, and how Judaism differs from Christianity in not just the obvious, but in how they're interpreting things and how translations affected things. I can't, oh my gosh, I'll have to look it up because I do know she's got black hair and then like the top part is gray. It's really impressive. And she's really impressive and she's smart as a whip. So I'll have to find her name because she's really good. Okay, Jewish are quietly working to get Marjorie Troll Greene out. Okay, that'll be number 7. Thank you, Rosetta. Got that. And hello, Marcia. Okie dokie. I'm not seeing anything in all caps, but that's okay. Okay, it would appear. Okay, this just dumped bunch of comments, so I don't know where I am. Rob has a theory that UFOs are really time travelers and DeLoreans who mistakenly arrive here, realize they mistime their flux capacitors, then recalibrate and get out of our time period ASAP. Why not? Autumn, you're going to have to believe very soon this is, I think well, Holly, you put enviable, but I think you mean inevitable, and that's fine. Yeah. Nisha says, I'm not entirely a believer either. That's why I asked the question. We'll get there. we'll get there. I'm not knocking anybody. So, all right. And let's see. Pamela, darling, your channel is over 11,100 subscribers. Take a weekend. Thank you. I would like to be able to do this full time. I really would, but I can't afford to. So, okay, Rosetta, I've got your question. Janice is saying Joe Manchin is like Mitch or worse. I'm not sure he's worse than Mitch, but he's bad. It's bad. Yeah. We finally got the Democrats in, and Joe Manchin's going to stand in the way of everything. Yay. Oh, well. Peach, the song I always hear when I think of Melania is Lying Eyes by the Eagles. Do you remember some of the lyrics? I don't, actually. I'm afraid I'm more of a pop music kind of. In the 80s, if they were British, there was a synthesizer. I listened to them. In the late 70s, I listened to what my sisters listened to or my dad listened to. Yeah. I didn't get a lot of Eagles. I got some. And heaven help you if you ever try to get through the modern world without having heard, Anyway, gotta go. All right, thank you, Peach Melba. I like that. UAP is a UFO. Oh, that's right. That's right. They're calling it something different now. Okay. And that's not an annoyance at you. That's an annoyance at, oh, really? Okay. You can't call them UFOs? All right. That's right. Because that would be, that would make you look crazy. Anyway, Polly Wanda, what's the future look like for Maya Wiley running for mayor of NYC? Future for Maya Wiley running for NYC mayor. Okay, got it. That'll be number 8. Thank you. Patty Palmer saying, how can we get everybody to get involved? I don't quite know what you mean. I'm sorry, Patty, but you just put things in all caps if you're talking to me. I think you're talking to me because you've got black and orange hearts, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry to be dense. If you could be more specific, please. Like, everybody to get involved in. There are a lot of things people should be involved in, but let me know, okay? Leah, not sure if asked, but will Meghan and Harry's new baby, Lily, bring the family together? Nestie's asking, where is the lost continent, Atlantis? It's going to take me a while to tack that one on. It's not technically political, but let me see. I won't quote, well, I'll try not to quote it, but isn't there a Mystery Science Theater episode where they did a movie called Lost Continent or something like that? Rock climbing, Joel. Rock climbing. Is that the one? Was that Lost Continent? I can't remember. All right. Leah's asking, will Lilibet bring royal family together? All right. That's number 9. Thank you. All right, so still looking because I still have space for 2 or 3 more questions. Hang on just a second. Don, has McConnell made a deal with Manchin? Ooh, has Moscow Mitch McConnell made a deal with Manchin? Okay, got that. That will be number 10. Clarence, I won't do caps or I'll get yelled at. I hope I don't yell. Do I yell? I try not to yell. Okay, and anything else in all caps? Looking. Leslie, will they use the firing squad? Oh my gosh, what are we talking about? Who? What? I know that Trump had wanted it back, but did that pass? What? They didn't. Charles. Hey, Charlie. Do you see democracy ending soon? No, but we'll look. And do you see democracy ending soon? Okay, got that down. And I might be able to squeeze in one more. Okay. Angie Stad, will authorities invoke the Patriot Act to muzzle or arrest coup advocates? Okay, will authorities invoke Patriot Act? Oh, the irony. And in actual irony, using the possibility of using the Patriot Act to attack the people who say they're the only patriots, and using the Patriot Act to arrest them, to stop them. Yeah. Vote the Patriot Act on coup advocates. All right, that's interesting. I'll look at that. Deb is asking, is Manchin, not you, Autumn, says Clarence. Oh, look. Thank you. Deb is asking, is Manchin owned by the Koch brothers? Okay, where did I have Manchin? I've got Manchin up here somewhere, I think. Melania, Trump thumpers, Lilibet. Oh, has McConnell made a deal with Manchin? The other version of that would be, is Manchin owned by the Koch brothers? Okay. All right. So let me jump in and start answering these questions. Owned, and I'm not actually that late, so, and I have time today, so owned by, but I will move along. Okay, got it. Where are we starting? All right, we'll start with that question I was asking. Got my card rack here. More hearts. See? Okay. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, we're going to start at about 29. Will Congress actually I should pull this back up. So I've got because when I write out the question or put it in the description box down there, I will put the full thing in. Will Congress make a referral to the DOJ against Trump for obstruction of justice after Don McGann's sworn testimony that most likely confirmed that from the Mueller report? That's a question. Oh, thank you, Irma. Thank you. Happy June. Absolutely. Congress. Will Congress make a referral to a DOJ, to the DOJ? There's some energy there. Will Congress The other thing that concerns me is this Don McGann interview finally happened. Luckily, they started it before, so I'm trying to have hope, but it is Mercury retrograde. And things that come out during Mercury retrograde, my cards are backwards. That does not help. Wow. What happens during Mercury retrograde usually has to be redone later or revisited later. It slows things down. It throws a wrench in the works. But this is a continuation of something that happened before. So this would come under the heading of cleaning up stuff in the past. Maybe it's a little more. So will Congress, thank you, Patty. They want to. Oh, there's some real fear. There's some real fear about the unredacted Mueller report. It's just there's some general happiness that Democrats have not been able to get their act together. At least it doesn't appear like they've been able to get their act together. Will Congress refer? Yeah, there's that energy on the Republican side is that descriptive? Those captions will have fun with that. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Okay. They think they're sitting pretty. There's been all this. Really, that's all you see for the insurrection. It was a disagreement. Really. But they got away with it. Trump got away with it. And Trump muddied the waters. But this energy is very much Republican energy, and they're feeling very beaten up by this whole Trump era. Let me play the world's smallest violin. You chose to get in bed with this man. But here's a death card. We made a deal with the devil and we got away with it. A little beaten up, a little worse for the wear, but we're okay. That does not say you're okay. That says you think you're okay, and then kaboom. So let's hear some more about this. Because it should just be about Trump, but it feels like the Republicans are the ones freaking out. Because they're afraid of afraid of this blowback and their own reelection and things like that. And Trump's got so much to worry about already. I'm not even sure if this is on his tiny little mind. Yeah. Boom. I agree. Congress, are you going to refer Trump to the DOJ for obstruction of justice? Excuse me. The president obstructing justice, that's a big deal. That's about as corrupt as it gets. That is a betrayal of your oath of office on a huge scale. McGann, it feels like McGann communicating. Because McGann it's what he has said, but doesn't he also have communications? But anyway, he firsthand accounts of Trump judgment being passed. Lover's card against the president, who is now just a man. He doesn't have the presidential protections anymore. Yeah, McGann had it completely flipped on him. Well, that's where we are. Where are we going? maybe it's because I'm a novelist. I don't know. But sometimes it's like I get the story up to a point and then stay, it's like my guys are like, hey, stick around, pull some more cards for the next episode. It's like, I'm not asking about the next episode. I was asking about the answer to that question that was there. I know how we got here. But it's more exciting this way. Congress. Referrals to DOJ, Trump. Obstruction of justice. Yes, and they want the full Mueller report too. Yeah, but it feels like they're just dragging their feet on everything. They may not be, but it looks like from the outside. Hello, Kevin. Star witnesses. Finally being able to get star witnesses in. Okay. Justice is coming, Pamela. I agree. Oh, Ian, from today, I believe 45 has got to pay now for his Secret Service. Now that his 6 months is up, I think. Or his kids will. Or his kids can't. Or his kids are up to they have to pay for their own security. You're supposed to be multi-millionaires. All right, Congress referring Trump to the DOJ for obstruction of justice. Yes, but it's going to take time. Say it with me. Got away with so much, but this, if I'm not going to show up, I'm invoking executive privilege without actually invoking executive privilege. Fruits of labor, we're going to do what we want. And they made a mess. They were in there long enough doing whatever they wanted for so long that the whole Trump era, Trump people, DLC, will the DOJ act on Congress's request for obstruction of justice? Thank you. I will pull specifically on that wording. There's so much built up. It's going to take time to go through it all, but boy, it's all there. They just have to organize it. It feels like it's just taking time to set, because it's like a pile. It's like a giant pile of cups, and they've got to put them up. Oh no, this goes before that one. Okay, that goes. Do you have the one? Okay, no, this here. Take that. That goes over there. That's what that feels like. Okay, so hang on. Where was that? Okay, DLC. Let me ask it this way. Will the DOJ act on Congress' request for Trump's obstruction of justice? Will the DOJ act? I'm supposed to be being able to see whether people have good intentions or not, as much as anyone can see in the collective energy whether someone really has good intentions or not. Because there's nothing I do that you can't. I'm not, psychic Griswelda, knower of all things. No. I am looking at the collective energy the same way you would. I might have more experience, more practice, but, I am as special as you are. And I know Merrick Garland is good, but I'm still awfully frustrated. And I find myself not only frustrated, but feeling a little bit of anger because of the lousy PR job they're doing. And they may be saying, well, our job isn't PR. If you have a job, part of your job is PR. Doesn't matter what your job is. Anyway. DOJ. Will the DOJ act on Congress' request of hitting Trump with obstruction of justice? Trump at one of his properties could hit him at home. We are definitely frustrated. It's not just me. Magician. Let's standing. Justice right in the middle. I like that. That makes me happy. Going against the whole family. This isn't fighting back. This is the whole family and the people who were, oh, this is going to be big. Tuxedo Cat. I'm sitting in a sea of MAGA people. If it wasn't for you chatters, I'd be nuts. I understand. Stephen, the DOJ was left in total disarray. We should pray and make offerings for Garland. Oh, praying for Garland is absolutely wonderful. I am getting tired. Pamela, I'm tired of playing the patience game too, but this is good. I feel frustrated, but finally someone stands up. Justice, Major Arcana, right in the middle, standing up right there. Major Arcana. And these together against Trump, the Trump family, and the sycophants, the Trump sycophants. This isn't just one person. This is a lot of people. I'll take it. Justice in the center. I agree, Mims. Love it. So funny. I hear as I'm shuffling. So that's that. Okay. So we'll move on to voting rights. So 42. And as I'm shuffling here for a second, I will just say it's so funny when I watch other readers and I see them thanking you guys or talking to you guys in the chat. Because it's like, oh, thank you, Mims or Aspie Third Eye or whomever else, and it's just like, oh, it's like, I mean, I don't know you, but I feel like I know you. We're a community. We're a community. All right, so. 42, 30. So, Manchin has said that HR 1, which is the voting rights bill that he won't vote for because it has no Republican support. He says there's too much extraneous stuff put in there. Some people were already saying HR 1, which is what it's called, was not the best bill to put forward because there was too much extraneous stuff, and that that bill should not have been HR 1. The first bill should have been the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Also, people who say that HR 1 shouldn't have been up first, shouldn't have it isn't a good bill. Someone else pointed out that it's partially not a good bill. There are things that are missing that should be in a voting rights bill that is passed, including something that addresses issues like stopping state legislatures from overturning federal elections. Thank you, William. So the question is, will a better voting rights bill pass and become law? So that's the question. Will a better Pamela, this is a very mobile community. Yep. Gary's saying HR 1 kills Citizens United. Oh, that would be lovely. Wouldn't it be lovely? All right, so will a better voting rights bill pass into law? I'm not liking this. I've got an image in my mind. I'm getting an image in my mind of people of color standing there looking very disappointed. I've also got this weird, I can't explain it. It's this weird, it's almost like a scraping feeling up the center part of my energy. I don't know if it's a physical acid reflux or if it's an energetic between head and heart. There's just a scraping. I don't know. Yeah, Teresa, here's an idea. Force Manchin to draft a voting rights bill. Make him show his colors. I thought he was actually working with somebody, but will a better voting rights bill pass that really addresses what we need it to address to keep our elections fair? Hi, Chad. How you doing? Chad, the hanged man, showed up for work today. How's it hanging? Okay, Democrats came into power. Knight of Cups, ready to move forward on the agenda, working together. Republicans beaten up, but they are sick of Trump. I don't like this. Well, wait, this could mean, wait, energy's convoluted. What is this? What is this? Ten of Swords. Swords are laws going into the back of someone, metaphorically. Thank you for putting up with my bad jokes. New voting rights bill. Will there be a new voting rights law, federal voting rights law, that improves our rights, protects our rights to vote, improves our rights to vote, ability to vote, stopping the Republicans from overturning federal elections, or any elections if they don't like? Oh, I've got an upside down card. I don't like that. Communication. All right, so talking. Okay. Rebecca Chad from Saturday Night Live. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. We're not going to work with you. No, 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 no. We don't have power. No, no, no. But this is maybe somebody willing to work a little. Temperance. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Nine of Swords. Page of Cups upside down. Okay. Yes, Gary, thank you for explaining that. Hanging chads are from the vote in Florida. They had paper ballots with little pieces of paper called chads that hung because you'd put a card in the thing, and you took a little pokey stick and you'd poke down through the holes, and it would knock a piece of paper out where you were saying you were going to vote, and then they could run that through the machines. And where there were gaps, the machine would count that as a vote. Well, there's some people that poke it through, but the little piece of paper wouldn't detach. This is part of what caused a huge mess in Florida during the 2000 election. And those little pieces of paper that were hanging off that were called chads, hanging chads. So Clotho, one day we were reading on the upcoming election, and the hangman showed up, and she said, "Oh, look, it's Chad, hanging Chad." So we've called him Chad ever since. This does not feel good. Thank you. Pamela, you can't sugarcoat it. I hear you. True, Ewad. 8 million more people chose democracy over Trump a second time. It speaks volumes. See if there's any more information on voting rights. Voting rights in the U.S. People having to travel to vote. Refusal, far-right politics, but far-right politics on the... This actually... It might not be all bad. It's bad because it shouldn't come down to this. But this kind of stuff ends up putting the far-right Republicans on the defensive because voters get fed up. And when voters get fed up, they get fed up enough, they go out and vote, and they'll do whatever it takes to vote. And they're not going to vote for Republicans. And Republicans, so are Republicans shooting themselves in the foot with all this? Actually, let me write that down. We're at 5130. Are Republicans shooting themselves in the foot with voting limits? Okay, let's look at that. Are Republicans shooting themselves in the foot with the voting limits? Not all of the water getting into the well. That's limiting everybody's vote. Gary's saying Ring of Fire said they'll stay home, but we have to prove them wrong. Staying home will end democracy. They won't stay home. Yeah, they're far right, just galloping forward, but TikTok. Chariot. Partnership. King of Pentacles. Things are going to change a lot between now and the 2022 election day in 2022. Things are going to change. Things are going to change a lot. Right now, it looks like Manchin's being a pain, and Republicans seem to be getting away with everything, and nothing's moving forward. Things are going to change a lot. They're going to change, big change. Also, some legal stuff coming out, and there will be partnerships. But because of stuff that comes out, it may very well look like Democrats are for the people, Republicans are just trying to make themselves wealthy and rich, and the inequality and all the nastiness. I think they are shooting themselves in the foot, but things are going to change a lot. So, okay, you can move forward. Go ahead. All right. All right, what's next? Trumpy. All right. 5430. Does Trump have neuro-syphilis? Don't ever say I don't care. Don't you ever say I don't care or don't answer your questions. I have to go into this energy. I'm going into this energy for you guys. Really. Does Trump have neuro-syphilis? Thank you, Pamela. Heart problems. No, that's there right now. Knight of Swords. Sun. There's Chad, the Hanged Man. Three of Cups. Things he did when he was younger. Things he's done coming back to him, needing some medical care, but I don't think it's necessarily this. I've got the heart being damaged here, and I've got a Hanged Man here. Kind of like if you've had chicken pox, you can get shingles when you're older. It's something that is suspended, or maybe he had something and got rid of it. Maybe this is a different version of this. I hate reading on this stuff, but isn't syphilis? Isn't there like can't you take antibiotics from that? Oh, Chris, I had shingles back at twice in my 40s. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Not that I really have any, but Polly wand cocaine. Michael Cohen claims Trump does cocaine. Rumor or true? I have my questions for today, but we could look at that tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Pamela's saying when you use cocaine, Adderall, it all affects the heart muscle and the vessels. It's done early in life. It destroys your heart later in life. Oh, jeez. But poor people with ADHD. Poor things. Again, the sun. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not getting, Linda, with penicillin and syphilis is easy to cure nowadays. I'm getting, maybe he got some other stuff at some point, but it was like curable. And I wonder if poor Ivana had to take stuff too to be cured. But I don't think that's his main problem. That's what I'm getting anyway. So, okay. Oops, that was here. All right. Oh, Ava Braun, I don't miss you at all. All right. It's only easy to cure in early stages, IT guy says. Okay, fair enough. But what it breaches the blood-brain barrier, it's nearly impossible to treat. Oh, lovely. He's got problems, but what he's got a whole lot of clogging. And that's a problem. And people think about the heart being clogged, our artery being clogged. But the things that create those clogs and keep those clogs going and building, you get that everywhere. There's nothing special about the heart, the aorta, or anything like that. You get that everywhere, including inside all of these capillaries, these little tiny things you have all over your brain. So Melania, she's still with Trump, or is she getting separated? Oh, bad energy. Where are you? Okay, I'm getting a mental image of her like a caricature, like holding one of those old-fashioned suitcases and like doing the exaggerated sneak out the door. That was interesting. The energy is very straightforward. Getting cards straight off the top of the deck. Oh, Pamela, no. The money's starting to look dodgy. How much money Trump has, Ava Braun's ability to get a payday. Ace of Wands. Oh, he has threatened her, and she has felt trapped. Newsflash: she isn't. She's choosing to be trapped because she wants the money. Yes, tell Donald he has won everything. Queen of Cups. Hide her heart. Make a legal decision. This is where she was. This is where Trump thinks he is. She's taking her heart and making a legal decision. So and she's not going to be there when she's not going to personally tell Donald when she wants a divorce. She'll have a lawyer do it. She'll have somebody else do it. Money, who's got the money? It feels like a shell game. Shell companies, shell corporations, Melania being dragged into a lot of the legal stuff. Yeah, she's going to go and she's going to try to get some money. TikTok. It's a shell game. Or it's musical chairs and the music is about to stop. Oh, Page of Cups. That shouldn't be upside down, actually. That's Baron. Son. She actually does care about her kid. She does love her son. Much as she's capable of anything, she loves her son. She doesn't just want a good deal for herself, she wants a good deal for him. And that's part of how she shows love. Trump getting what he deserves. Off in La La Land. He's a bully. He thinks he's better than everybody, bigger than everybody. This is about Barron. Trump getting what he deserves. She can see the apparently Eric, was it Eric who was complaining? I'd love to see it. Apparently Eric was, somebody said he was crying. I don't believe that, but somebody said he was maybe complaining about how many subpoenas they're getting for information or something like that. Okay. 104:30. I like that, Barbara. I just sent love and light to Washington, D.C. What they do with it is up to them. Mm-hmm. So the question is, I like this, the Trump thumpers. Are the Trump thumpers seeing a decline in Trump's mental health? Are the Trump thumpers seeing a decline in Trump's mental health? No, they'd see it more if he was on social media, but he's not. So it has to go through intermediaries. They're still seeing too much. they're not like the one rally he just had. They may see it more in the future, but so right now their ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is vast, but ignorance is bliss. Their ignorance is vast. There was a question. Leah was saying Eric was whining that his family was getting subpoenas and Hunter Biden didn't get any. Prosecutors. Biden. Oh, the witch hunt. Evidence being collected. The moon. And Democrats celebrating. Nope. They are not seeing Trump's mental decline. They are just seeing the deep state getting what they want. The Democrats, the liberal people destroying America, blah, 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 blah. Okay. 107. Let me shuffle you for a second. Gary Atkins, Hayden Bunter. Hunter Biden didn't break the law. I agree. No, Trump's new wife is not going to be Marjorie Troll Greene. No. No. She's far too uncouth for him. He wants young. He wants a Barbie doll. So are any Jewish organizations quietly working to get Marjorie Troll Greene out? And can I just mention again that Jared, his energy is he's really angry. Just throwing that out there because it just came to me. Could someone grab the troll, please? Page of Wands. Oh, she has definitely said some heinous things. World card. Oh yeah, Polly Wanda. Many MAGA women find Trump irresistible. Yeah. But not many of them look like a Barbie doll. Thank you, Troll Slayers. Thank you. Yasmin, this is political readings. Yeah. So the question was, are Jewish organizations working to get rid of Marjorie Troll Greene? They might find some information and try to push it in the right direction, but they're not doing much. She's digging her own grave with many people. So I'm not getting the conspiracy she wants it to be. She's just not that important. Even though she's blown the whistle on their space lasers. Okay, anyway. So Maya Wiley is running for New York City mayor, huh? Gosh, I hope she gets it. But Maya Wiley would be a fantastic mayor. She'd be a fantastic anything. But I don't know if she's got the connections. So, energy is just icky. Maya Wiley. Let me see if I can get her energy. Woo, smart as a whip. Tough as nails. And she looks good doing it. Maya Wiley, will you be New York's newest mayor? Mayor Wiley. Mayor Maya Wiley. Yes, man, I'm not from the USA, so I don't know who these people are. Well, we're looking at influential political people because we're trying to get rid of. We're hoping we can finally get justice for the people who ran the insurrection and things like that. Okay, Knight of Swords. She would take a lot of corruption down. She would take a lot of the corruption down. Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands. Death card. Four of Swords. Hermit. No, she's not going to be the mayor. I'm sorry to say. But she's great. Maya Wiley is I want to say she was a federal prosecutor, and she's been on MSNBC a lot. And who was Roger Stone's protege? He was going to ignore a subpoena, and she talked him out of it on national television. She talked sense into him. Whatever his name was. Anyway. Debbie Dawn, federal judge just overturned California's assault weapons ban. I read on that yesterday. Okay, civil rights lawyer. Thank you, Polly Wand. Or was it the day before? Huh, it might have been Saturday. It was recent. Anyway, it was very recent. Okay. Lilibet. Lilibet, bring the royal family together. Is this politics? Barely. But I'll throw three cards. And bless newborns. Bless all newborns. Welcome. May you know health and happiness, joy, love, kindness. So, specifically, we're going to look at Lily. Lily Windsor. I think they have a double barrel name, but when William was in school, he just used William Windsor. Lilibet, bring the royal family together. The Queen wants to see her newest great-grandchild. The Queen wants to see her. It's very sweet. Oh, thank you, IT. Lilibet, Lily, Diana Mountbatten Windsor. Thank you, Mountbatten. Yes, the Queen really wants to see her new great-grandchild. Polly Wanda, imagine being a baby born today, living to see the year 2121. Harry and the Queen have a pretty good relationship, don't they? It feels like it. Thank you, Nancy. Sam Nunberg. Thank you, Rob. Sam Nunberg. I forgot his name. All right. Well, there's a lot of worry. Nine of Swords. Certainly been enough grief in that family. Page of Swords. 8 of Cups. 2 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. No. It's not really going to bring the family together. But I feel very, very clearly the Queen really wants to see her great-granddaughter. Very excited. She's very excited. Holly, yes, Harry's still very much in love with his grandmother. Oh. But it's not going to help. No. Unfortunately. But the kid is loved, will be loved. Bless. And I hope all of the children born now have an easier time of it than we've had. Thank you, Nancy. Love to all. Best message. Thank you. Okay. Now back into the ick. Mitch McConnell. 117. Has Mitch McConnell made a deal with Manchin to block things? Oh boy. Mitch McConnell. Have you made a deal with Manchin to block things? Block Democratic agenda. Manchin believes the garbage he's spouting. Theft. Yeah, we expect it from Republicans, let alone McConnell. We don't expect it from our own side. Okay, you want to keep playing around? I'll put your family member info on here too. I warned you not to block me. Dude, that's not my address. Bye. Someone please block him or her. Trolls. No, he's doing this all on his own. These are separate. That's McConnell. This is the Republicans. This is Manchin. No, it's all on his own. But McConnell won't work on anything, but the effect's the same. Whether it's just flat out saying it, if it's just flat out doing whatever he's doing. McConnell is pleased. They're not working together. It just has the same effect. Okay. That goes along with 1945. Is Manchin owned by the Koch brothers? Oh, don't feed the trolls. Oh, sorry, 120. Is Manchin owned by the Koch brothers? Is Manchin white. Ace of Swords. Let me see what else I got here. All right. Six of Pentacles. Moon. Six of Cups. Empress. King of Swords. No. No, Manchin believes what the garbage he's doing. He actually believes it. I know that there are people saying that he's being paid. It's going to be exposed. Some people are just that misguided. Some people really get it into their heads that they are fighting the bigger cause that's so. Oh, Manchin. Okay. 122. Do you see democracy ending soon? Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't think so, but let's see what the cards have to say. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I'm trying to get my energy away from the trolls. They've been really bad recently. All right. Do you see democracy ending anytime soon? Democracy in the U.S. Judgment. Queen of Cups. Eight of Wands. King of Pentacles. No, it's like a storm. You really are a troll, aren't you? And do my laundry, the house better be clean. Could someone please block this person? It's like a storm. It's like all the Trump stuff. It's like it's battering the windows. It's like a really, really hard storm, but it's holding. It's holding. Okay. $124.30. Will authorities invoke the Patriot Act on coup advocates? Will authorities invoke the Patriot Act on coup advocates? That would be ironic. They call themselves patriots. We're going to invoke the Patriot Act on you then. The Patriot Act on coup advocates. All right, well, they're on the defensive. That's good. They will be on the defensive. There's Temperance. King of Cups. That's Biden. Queen of Wands. People politically married to Trump. There's the Fool himself. Not working with him. Not working. I don't think so. They're going to use other means. They should. That would be a good option, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Hmm. $126.30. Is there a political reason trolls are proliferating? Yes, if I, truth-seeking troll slayers, unite. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there a political reason trolls are proliferating? And aren't they just? No, you should not lay hands on the troller. No. And I will not pay your legal fees if you do so. They're upset. They're upset. Feeling aggrieved. Insult to injury. This is a lovely community we have here. Page of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Page of Swords. The trolls, they're very small. They're very small. Yep. They try to make themselves look big. I will leave you with the story. Many years ago, I went out for a walk. Normal walk around in the area in a Chicago suburb, northwest of downtown, lovely area. And I came out of the subdivision and I crossed over into this, you know, those little office parks you get? You know, those little office parks? And they often have like willow trees and little lakes and things like that. So I crossed the street and I went and I was just walking in through there. And there was this car that came up behind me. And this guy was going very slowly because he drove past. And he was staring at me. I just looked at him. I just kept walking. He came back around. He started being awful. To the point where I was getting nervous. So when he swung around again, at that point, I picked up my pace, went down over here, crossed back behind, and went down this other street between the houses, and I hopped a fence to get into my own backyard, to get away from this person. And there was some construction going on in that subdivision. So it had scared me. It had scared me. So I walked through my house. Actually, I think I walked around my house. I walked up the street, and I went and talked to the construction people right there. And I said, "Hey, is your foreman here?" "Yeah." I said, "Hi." Which just, I explained to him exactly what happened, and he's like, "What did the car look like?" And here's the car, here's the license plate, here's what this person looked like. And he just said, "I think I know who that is. I will take care of it." Never bothered again. Trolls think they're on this power trip. And in reality, they're small, they're pathetic, and they can't charm, they can't win affection, attention in any positive way. So they just get as ugly and pretending that they have power that they don't have. So you want to intimidate me? I've been afraid for my life. Putting things in a chat doesn't do anything. You don't get there from here. So anyway, but you guys are great. Troll Slayers are great. You guys are great. Thank you very much. All right. Have a great day. Hang in there. And I will be back tomorrow. I'm here every day. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.